Sustainable tourism is about meeting your needs without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. And it's more than just implementing these into your objectives or your strategic plan. These need to be implemented and practiced every single day. As you've probably gathered, Camp Hornbill does an excellent job at this. We're going to go through and see if we can uncover how they achieve this success. We're going to do this by exploring the 3 pillars of environmental, economic and people. And if we're lucky, we might even find some future development plans in there too. Come follow me on the journey.
That are used to make the mud huts are very self-insulating.
Mud, stone, and waste.
They're getting these from the local community, so people are cleaning up the community with these leaves that aren't being used for anything else, and they're buying them off locals and then also using them in their accommodation. I think the owners of Camp Hornbill have done a really good job of explaining their environment to us in terms of ways that we will be able to understand it, and particularly with Sekad. He has done a good job of relating things that we see to things that we have in Australia. So he will ask if we have a certain plant in Australia, and if we don't, he'll tell us what it does, and he will talk to us about certain fruits and like what regions they come from, and they do a really good job of explaining things in terms that we can all understand, rather than just pointing things out to us that we would have no idea about. They actually listen to things that you request, and then they try and bring them to you without you asking. I love fruit. I asked for that about twice on our first day, and then every meal since then I've gotten a whole plate of fruit to myself.
I've been doing. Oh my god, my favorite!
Wow, isn't that service brilliant?
That is amazing service.
That to me sounds like service dominant logic.
Definitely.
Yeah.
The wildlife conservation training that we had at Kyari was genuinely one of the most eye-opening trainings I've ever attended.
Each bird that we spotted brought smiles on our faces. We were super excited.
Over the 4 days, this training changed our complete mindset about what conservation in itself is.
Camp Hornbill in Kyari village is one of the most serene places on earth. In a quaint little village in Uttarakhand, this is a really low-impact holiday destination. I've come here for a training about wildlife conservation and its impacts. I've never done any sort of wildlife training before, and I think this is a really great start.
It's such a beautiful place, you don't even need to go out into the forest to see things. It's like you see everything here, and the way it is managed, the way the community works together, I think it is the best example of ecotourism that you can find in this country.
That's amazing. So Camp Hornbill is basically a success story of how a problem was converted into an opportunity and a real potential for job employment and generating alternate sources of income.